Today, I'm going to tell you a story that seriously shocked me. A story I found on one of the best forums dedicated to alternative history. And maybe you've heard a version of this before, that sometime around the late 18th or early 19th century, something global happened. All over the world, there are clues, buried first floors in cities across the globe, not just in capitals, everywhere. Take the Moscow Polytechnic Institute. It's buried 8 meters underground. Something catastrophic happened. A flood, an asteroid, a man-made disaster. We don't really know. What's strange is, there's no mention of it in official history, no survivor accounts, no stories passed down. It's like someone hit delete on humanity's memory. Now, here's where it gets even weirder. In the 1840s, a political movement appears in the US. It's called the Native American Party, also known as the Indian Party. Naturally, you'd think this had something to do with Native Americans, right? Indigenous tribes, people with feathers and headdresses. Wrong. This party was made up of white people, of European appearance, and they were aggressive. They hated Catholics. They hated immigrants. They burned churches. They caused bloody riots in cities. In 1854, they burned a Catholic church. In 1844, riots in Philadelphia were so violent that the government had to send in 1,000 militiamen. Here's the kicker. Look at the engravings of these riots. On one side, state militia. On the other, members of the Indian Party. But wait, why are these American rioters dressed like Napoleonic hussars? Why is this so out of place? Then it gets even more bizarre. This Native American Party eventually rebranded itself. Its new name? The Know Nothing Party. Yes, you heard that right. A political party was literally called I Know Nothing. Imagine that today, a party saying, vote for us, we know nothing. And yet, in the 1850s, they had over 1 million members. What were they really about? Why were they called the Indian Party in the first place? Is there something we're missing? We imagine Indians as people living in tents and teepees. But in early 19th century America, that wasn't always the case. Take the Cherokee tribe, for example. In 1821, a man named Green Waddy, a Cherokee judge, lived in a massive brick mansion. He was the brother of the Cherokee chief. Here's another forgotten story. In 1847, while Ireland was hit with terrible famine, a council of Native American tribes gathered in a town called Rockwell. They voted to raise funds for the starving Irish. They raised $170, equal to about $5,000 today. Why? Because they cared. Now think about this. These were the same people who had been slaughtered and displaced by European settlers. And yet, they organized to help Europeans overseas. What kind of savages do that? Maybe these Indians weren't what we were told. Maybe they were the actual inhabitants of pre-catastrophe America. They had cities, mansions, a system of governance. Then the newcomers arrived. They erased the old cities. They erased the history. And those left behind, people who began asking questions like, what was here before us? Who built these massive structures? Why do I feel like I don't belong? They united under a strange name, the Know-Nothings. They didn't know because someone made sure they wouldn't. This party vanished by 1860, and just after that, the American Civil War began. Coincidence? Or was the party's very existence proof of a memory that wasn't supposed to survive? Look at these photos, tourists standing on the ruins of old America, smiling, unaware, because they, like us, know nothing.